how does it work? You have to think it's possible. And then, where you don't have the knowledge, educate yourself. Where you need the help, find a mentor. In our mentors for today, to come on stage and speak to us. We're going to ask them some questions, and I want you guys to ask them questions the match from what they've given you. Because I know a lot of what they say, trust me, I was in your shoes some years back. It's not making sense. And you think these guys, honestly, what they're talking about. So I want you to be honest. Ask them, nothing is going to be stupid in this room. In technology, we say there's nothing that's stupid. Everything is figurable. Ask any questions. So thank you guys, come to the stage.
Good morning to you all. I've got a question for Tofara. I heard you do online trainings on WhatsApp, so I wanted to ask if your online trainings, they include certificates. Because one thing I've noticed, I've done a lot of online trainings and there's no certificate. It's like what they promise at the start when you register is not what you receive. It just now looks like it's a money-making process where they are using your names for database, but you're not getting anything out of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, we do give certificates of participation. Reason being, we are not a registered institution, but myself, I am an internationally recognized digital marketer and innovator, accredited by a board called the Digital Marketing Institute in Ireland. But since we are not yet registered as an institute, we just give you this certificate of participation. But we do have MAS, you train for MAS. We can
Okay, thank you. I think what I would want to say is, before we talk about the certificates and everything, because the certificate, you need it if you're going to look for jobs as like. But what's more important in this day and age is the skill. That is what is very important. I think for me personally, for me digital marketing, I don't have any recorded certificate that I would give you to say I'm a digital marketer. I have done digital marketing certifications online, which will not be recognized by other institutions or other bodies. But what's important is that you have the skill. So what's important, especially with what she's doing in terms of the training, is the skill that she is imparting to the people that are going through the training. So that is number one, the most important thing. The second thing about the certificates, you will find a lot of certificates that we will get from many organizations are not recognized by the Ministry of Higher Education in Zimbabwe. So at the end of the day, what's more important is the skill that you get at the end of the training. Then in terms of MAZ, yes, they have a certificate which is recognized by the marketers within the Zimbabwean environment, and also some other countries which are also coming on board. So that's basically what I can say.
I'm assuming we are startup businesses, or we are less than 5 years old, and we are not big enough to have analytics being done by other people, right? But already it feels like this process is overwhelming. And I'm a small business. I'm making, say, $500 every month, right? How best can I then use this analytics without feeling overwhelmed? Because there are other aspects for a business that is not just marketing. But at the same time, I feel I have to do this for the brand to be known. I'm not sure which one of you is going to answer.
Okay, that's fine. I think what's important when it comes to analytics, I know the language and everything become overwhelming, but there are tools that you can use which are simple to use, right? So the first thing that you would need maybe is just to get someone to just walk you through some of the important metrics that you need to measure. Because what you're looking at is simply to check if whatever you are posting is adding value, and you want to check if whatever you are doing is giving you the results. The same way that if you are as an entrepreneur, you want to understand finance and accounts. To say, okay, when I've sold, did I make a profit or a loss? Yes, I might have the sales, but did I have a profit or a loss? So that's the same idea that you're looking at. To say, okay, I've posted something on social media, right? Did it get to the people who were supposed to get it? And what response am I getting from it? And am I getting return on investment? I've put in $5 or $10 or $15. to advertise? Did I get the rewards from the people who then came back to buy from me and like? So it's simply you can just get someone to get you to know some of the key things, not to get deep into. You don't have to get deep into. It's where for marketers, there are tools that are available which can help you to just get the understanding of that.
Can I add on to the tools? So the tools I'll give to you now. For Facebook, if you're using Facebook for marketing, download the Facebook Creator. Yeah? Download the Facebook Creator Suite. And then Facebook has got Facebook Business Suite. They've got these two apps. And already at the back, you will just log in. You can see the graphs, even if you don't understand the numbers. But you can see the graphs, you'll be able to understand. That's a good starting point. If you're using Instagram, if you set your account as creator, I believe, or as business, it also gives you Instagram analytics. It will say analytics, just click the button. And that's a good starting point for you to see how, and measure even the time, who is watching, are they male, are they female, what is the location. That's basic information you can get started using. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, can I also add something? On the issue of overwhelm, that's something that I'm very particular about. You need to also allocate time for yourself, for your marketing, for your sales, for your research, for anything that you want to do in your business. And you don't have to be on that platform or doing the analytics all the time. So you can actually allocate a day and a time for you to take care of that. Because I know most of us are actually operating as a one-man band, and you are the salesperson, the marketer. You're the one who's going to deliver the products. So to avoid overwhelm, give yourself time and stick to it. You'll find that it can actually reduce a lot of that overwhelm.
Thank you very much, Lily. I was also going to say that you can also consider outsourcing. Maybe you don't have to pay someone every month, but maybe quarterly reviews with an expert to help interpret the insights that are coming from the analytics, so that you can then make business decisions.
Good afternoon, everyone. Certainly, I'd like to say thank you guys for sharing all the information that you've shared with us today. We really appreciate it. My question is on social media marketing. We really have learned quite a lot today, but we still have more to learn. I'd like to ask any one of you guys to tell us or share with us, how does one grow subscriber lists? How does one go about that? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So when it comes to growing subscriber lists using social media, it's really difficult if you don't have a link to your website or any platform that you have configured, what we call an opt-in form. Because remember, when you want to have a subscriber list, you need to capture their phone numbers, their emails. Then you cannot do it on social media. I'm not sure if there are any platforms that offer it without an external opt-in form. So you can use platforms like MailChimp to create your opt-in form, and you post a link on your social media and it redirects to your MailChimp account and they enter their information. That's how you capture the details. And also, if you've got a website, make sure that there is a pop-up. The opt-in form pops up when someone gets onto your website. It asks them to subscribe if they want to receive newsletters and so on. That is how you capture the contacts.
May I add to that? So, I have found Facebook Creator Suite, guys. It's amazing. I don't use it all the time. So Facebook has now got the capturing piece you've just asked. You can do a Facebook form where people are using for SMEs. Facebook is absolutely a brilliant tool because it now has Facebook forms where you can get people to apply for jobs or get people to leave their details for certain something. So then that populates as an Excel. Then you can now download that Excel because you now got the details, and then you can put a follow-up process in place, whether via WhatsApp or whatever. So Facebook Forms I'm not sure how new it is, but I noticed it was now in Facebook Creator. You wanted to add?
Yeah, I've actually said what I wanted to say. But also, in addition, there is one thing that we almost like fond of as well as businesses, as well as individuals, where somebody looks at how many followers do I have. If I've created my own business page, how many followers do I have? I've observed that people, when they sponsor their page, you actually get followers to your page, be it YouTube, be it Facebook, I think Instagram as well. But one thing that I would advise you never to do is what people are actually doing, where you buy followers. It's better to actually grow and have organic followers, where you know that if I've got 10 people who are there on my business page, it's actually people who've got an interest, because it's one point to tell yourself, I've got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, but when you advertise something, it's only 2-3 people who are coming there. Gain your followers as organic as possible. Thank you.
I was going to add as well, just for me to tap into what she said. So when it comes to social media is all about engagement. So it's like you running a business. Let's say for example you run a business which is an events business like this, right? We've all come into this room, but actually the people who are all sitting in this room, I've had to coerce them and say, friends, guys, come. Yeah. So it means that if my friends are sitting in the front seats and the work that I'm doing, they've got nothing to do with it, they're just going to waste those spaces. So think about that when you are building your social media, whether your WhatsApp or your Facebook. Better to have people who are interested in what you're doing, even if they can be a small number. But if engagement is high, that page or that space is going to bring you more income than a space that has got more people but less engagement. Yeah.
You try to find someone to do your website. They charge you $350. You're so small that parting with $350 for a website and you have like 20 products is feeling like a waste of money, right? Then you opt for the free website creation programs, right? Do these two say the same? Or you're just shortchanging yourself because you don't want to part with big amount?
Can I answer that?
Okay, so my answer to that is, I've told you guys, Mr. Google is your education. So for me, when I decided to go online, I had to learn, literally now I know all these things because it's self-taught. I know how to manage and create a website from the back end. Because I need to understand, if I'm giving somebody a job, what exactly are they going to do? And if they're charging me, what am I paying for, right? So at the moment, WordPress, take the keyword WordPress, has got some amazing plugins so you can learn how to create a WordPress website. And a website can only be one page. Just like when you have decided to build a house, I don't think you're going to decide to build a mansion when you can afford a one room, right? It's the same. Make a decision to say, I'm going to learn how to use WordPress. And when I've learned, I'm going to just create one page. Who am I, what I do, how do people contact me? That's a website. And you have an address. GoDaddy.com has website addresses you can buy for $1.99. So if you buy a website for $1.99 on GoDaddy, then they will give you an offer to say we are also going to host, because when you buy a house, you need to pay council tax or somewhere it stays the same, the website. The hosting will be probably $4.99. So for $5.99, you can have a website with whatever pages you want and a hosting per month, right? And then if you pay for a year, you can make savings. So that's a website. That's all you need, literally. So there's no need to pay $300. No, dollars. We're talking in dollars. So $1.99 US dollars, then $5.99 for the hosting. So for less than $10, that's it. But you choose to pay $300 because you don't want to spend time learning. Thank you.
Also, it depends on what you want to do. I've found that when I'm hosting an online event, you can actually create a sales page, or if I'm promoting my ebook and I want to get people to use that as a lead magnet, I can create a lead page. So you can do that as well with some of those free apps. One that I use a lot is ConvertKit. It's very helpful because I actually customize it the way I want, and I don't pay anything for it, at least for now. And then as you grow, you can start paying and getting the additional features. And it gets people to interact with you quickly. You pick up their information, you build your email list, and you sell your products and services that way. But to answer your question, if it serves the same purpose to have a paid one and a free one, yes, but it also depends on how you are going to be using that. And so always know the reason why you want to use that web page, and then measure whether it's working to your advantage or not.
I also want to add Canva. Canva has actually added an option for you to create your website on it. Yes, there are website templates on Canva. If you go there, so many templates. All you need to customize with your brand and your information, and you can launch it as well. But you're going to be launching it with a free domain of Canva, but they're also working towards hosting. So if you just want, like what Edith has said, if you want something for people to just click and go to your website, Canva can also help you as well.
Thank you very much. Before we proceed, I'll just add that Google introduced a free site. It's called Google My Business. Write it down, it's one word. Google My Business. You can set up your business site. So next time someone searches for people who bake cakes, you'll be in that Google directory to even have the map and directions. And it allows you to also upload pictures of your business, of work that you do. So today, I think that's your first assignment. Go and list on Google My Business. Next question.
Okay, thank you so much. I would like to say thank you for this Innovation Summit. I'm also an entrepreneur, so I work with freelancers, mainly in my other business. So I would like to ask from the panel if there are any collaborating opportunities in your businesses. Yes, we do have the motivation and everything, but you know, we need to also go and motivate others that are following us. So we would like to say, okay, Edith has this going on, so you can as well team up with her, or you know, so maybe from the panel, if they are collaborating, if people, freelancers can come to you to pitch their businesses or to work under you so that they can get to where you are. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that question. I think from my end, services that I would say, if there are freelancers and there are opportunities with crew, camera people, if you've got amongst yourselves camera people that are there, we can actually use those. We also often work with digital designers, those who do DTP. Quite a number of opportunities are there as well as rapporteurs for events. There are quite a number of partners that we work with that if you've got freelance rapporteurs, then event organizers, those are always a hit. I think those are wanted, and I think from my end, I would say, yeah, and those in the food business as well. Like when you're hosting an event and then you come, you provide your catering services, yeah. So if you've got those, yeah, then definitely we can exchange notes.
On my side, definitely, you know me a lot. Okay? So on our side, like I said, currently we are running a project for the next 6 months that we are in partnership with ITC, ICC, and the World Trade Organization. So this is more of digital marketing training for 3 weeks online training and 1 physical workshop where we are covering 8 topics to groom an SME on how to succeed when it comes to digital marketing. So that is one of the programs. Then we also have workshops on content creation and management, and these are 3-day workshops that we hold online. And these now give you the foundation of your content creation journey and how to use the Canva that Fungai was talking about. I still remember in her 2017 seminar, it was just a word which was just thrown, Canva. and I went and explored. So the opportunities that Canva gives to SMEs is also one thing that we are also training and making sure that they have the skill to create their own content.
Thank you. Thank you for that question. I think one thing that entrepreneurs in the digital space should really tap into is collaborations. Because with that, with collaborations, you are able to tap into other markets, you are able to also get new skills, get help with the things that you can't do on your own. So that is a very important aspect for digital entrepreneur. From my end, I do a lot of training in digital citizenship, how to protect and package your digital assets, and also your digital well-being. So if any of the people that you're working with need those skills and services, I am also available either as a mentor or as a trainer. So we can talk about it afterwards if there's anything that you want to tap into.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut this short. But you know what? The speakers are here. If you don't get a chance to speak to them now, look for them online. On the top, on the extreme right is Tariro Makanga. Look for her on Facebook. Edith Utete, she's on Facebook. Tofara Chokera, she's on Facebook. The Digital Rockstar. Grad Zimunya is on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. The Digital Bay Tafi El Kotora. So now we're going to call upon our sponsor. Remember, we're on the Tipu Flow thing. So I'm going to call upon the MD of Advancing Life. Thank you, sponsors to this for 2 minutes max. Give us one more leg up change. He's our sponsor.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you are all enjoying your day as much as I did. Thank you very much to the panel and all those that are behind the event for such an enlightening event. I've learned more than what I thought. And to everybody here, let's give a big round of applause to the ladies. I think this is just awesome. Sitting at the back, I actually regret why I left my wife and my daughters. I love to see women leading. I love to see women taking center stage. No offense, gentlemen, but I think it's the time for the ladies now. And my challenge to Fungai and team also is to say, I would wish to see if you can put together something for the teens, the young girls, you know, as they go into that journey where they are becoming active with social media, to focus them so that it shapes their career choices, it shapes what they process online. I've got 2 teenage girls and I know it's a struggle dealing with them. So I would like to encourage you ladies, if you can also look at that sector. So without wasting much of your time, I represent Advantage Health. We work in partnership with Checkup Health. And our trust as a medical aid fund basically is to look at your health with a particular emphasis on wellness. We know everybody gets sick, everybody gets treated. That's usual. But for us, we believe prevention is better. So we are equipped and tooled through Healthtech. Fungai and Checkup, we've partnered with us, and we are able to run wellness programs for you in a way that from the comfort of your phone, you are able to monitor your health. Your health is not the responsibility of your doctor, it's your own responsibility. So we want you to be able to go through your daily lives knowing where you stand in terms of your health. So if you come to us, we are able to take you through that journey, and believe you me, you will not be